This field was home to legends like Bellino and Staubach, the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, and home to the Midshipmen of Navy. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Raging Cajuns will kick it away to start. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. The back goes in motion. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll run the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The option look. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The seventh play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. They're working that left side. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Smith. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Raging Cajuns offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Fights off a defender. At the 45 on his way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Shakes off the tackler. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Just when they're looking run, now up top. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. On the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. The pitch. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Navy will have to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Smith. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They get him down after he makes the catch. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. And Navy will go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 1st and 10. On the option. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Running back goes in motion. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Here comes the option. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Snap from the gun on third down. Moving out of the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. He could see a legend board in San Antonio. They're trailing by just 4 to LSU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the tailback. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Raging Cajuns getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Now after the short completion, it's second down. He'll do it himself. Quarterback gets enough. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll put the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Gutierrez. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Here comes the field goal unit as he'll try to get the 3. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And here comes the Navy offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He's looking to throw it. He's got him wide open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Buying some time. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Oh, look out! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
He wants to throw. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Louisiana, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Raging Cajuns will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to burn this defensive back. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. At the 40, there he goes. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Navy! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Raging Cajuns want to move quickly. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. Running toward the tape. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 7 over Florida. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now on the option. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go to the fullback. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. 3rd down after the run. He'll ride his man on the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. On the option. He'll keep it himself. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Offense gets set for second down. They'll run the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Goes to the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. They'll run the option, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. A third and long coming up here. He wants to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The option look. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Give to the big fullback. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. On the option. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on fourth down and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. First down for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. The give out of the gun. Makes his man miss. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. So much for tight formation, smash mouth, 2nd and 1, and they've got 4 receivers across the field. Showing off the arms. And the Raging Cajuns pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Jet sweep headed to the edge.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Shakes off the defender. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. The Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This offense has a 2nd down play. Movement here from the tight end. Out of the gun to give to the back. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Snagged in the middle, it's Gutierrez. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gutierrez. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Field goal is good.
That makes the score Navy 17, Louisiana 10.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They'll go to the counter. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Now the toss. Still running at the 40. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the option. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here comes the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Here's the handoff. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Now on the option. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Gets it out quickly. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. And the Raging Cajuns in the hurry-up.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
The Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Gutierrez. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Raging Cajuns will have it 1st and 10.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
He's got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UTSA has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up by 32 over LSU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Navy. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. The give to the back. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run play action. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Navy will have to punt it away.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Offense getting set for first down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well